Hello and welcome to iNet News. The headlines now. Georgia has reportedly signed a ceasefire with Russia, and the United States, upon hearing this news, has ordered Russian troops out of the region immediately. A sensitive government document pertaining to a sensitive Environment Canada research study has been found lying about in an empty Ottawa street. And Nepal has elected a new Prime Minister. Mr. Parashenda reportedly received over 80% of the popular vote. Hello. Georgian President Mikhail Saakashvili has reportedly signed a ceasefire deal with Russia. Now, upon hearing this news, the United States has immediately ordered Russian troops to pull out of Georgia as soon as possible. As of right now, Russia has not pulled their troops out, but they are expected to honor the ceasefire. Now, it is not something that an ordinary citizen would expect to find on a street. But a passerby in Ontario found a sensitive government document lying in the middle of the road, completely unattended. Now, the document was relating to a risk assessment study done by Environment Canada and was marked Protected B on the top of every page. Environment Canada is investigating the incident. And now we're going to join Kyle, who has a story about how the media is affecting the Russian-Georgia war. Kyle.
Thanks, Chris. We all know of the conflict between Russia and Georgia, but now it seems there's another conflict brewing. The conflict of words. Here's Al Jazeera with the report.
Burden outgunned.
World media covering a new war unraveling in the Caucasus. The world's attention was glued to the military standoff that also quickly turned into a media one, with the Georgian president giving several interviews a day to the major networks.
He invited the BBC's Nick Gowing to his presidential palace. They trampled people with tanks.
But it's been a very different story on the Russian side of the conflict. This is what the Russian public has been seeing for the last 5 days on most state-run channels. Fleeing refugees and survivors telling horror stories of what Russia has called a genocide. Russia says at least 2,000 people have been killed and around 30,000 fled their homes. And it claims the Western media has ignored this.
Some of the countries willingly or unwillingly took a part of a Georgian side, simply refusing to witness reality and to witness the scale of disaster that currently we see in southern Ossetia.
Moscow is also unhappy with Tbilisi blocking all Russian websites and television channels inside Georgia. And many in Russia feel the Georgian president has used the Western media to pit the world against them. But some critics say it's the Russian journalists who failed the media balance test, with no coverage of the tragedy happening on the Georgian side. They also say the idea of a slick Georgian media machine at work is simply ridiculous.
I think it's ludicrous. I mean, it's chaos here. The phones have been going haywire. No one knows what's going on. Yesterday was panic. People thought that Russian tanks were advancing on the city. So the idea that, you know, the Georgians have some super plan to win over the hearts of the world, I think that's wrong.
Emotions have been running extremely high on both sides of this bitter conflict. Russia and Georgia have been accusing each other of distortion and mass media, with both sides understanding perfectly well the extraordinary power of mass media in shaping the public opinion both at home and abroad. And that seems to be the key, with both Georgian and Russian leaders desperately concerned with ensuring a wide and unwavering public support at a time of war. Rosa Ibrahimova, Al Jazeera.
Now, the Nepalese parliament has overwhelmingly elected a Maoist as their new prime minister. Mr. Parashenda reportedly received about 80% of the popular vote in parliament. Now, the Maoist deputy leader hailed this day as a day of pride for Nepal. The only firefighter who died in a massive propane explosion in Toronto was remembered today. Chief Bob Leake's funeral was held in Toronto, and thousands turned out to pay their respects. Now, the cause of the massive propane explosion is still being investigated. Alright, now we're going to be joined by Kyle, who looks like he's in Beckwith Park. Anyway, Kyle's got the weather for us. So, Kyle, what does the 5-day forecast look like?
Thanks, Chris, and you're right. I'm standing here at Beckwith Park, where the temperature is a whopping 26 degrees. Now that's a little bit cooler than what our high was at 30, and right now it's pretty cloudy. Now for the 5-day forecast. On Saturday, the high shall be 23 degrees and quite sunny. On Sunday, it shall be 23 degrees as well, but partly cloudy. On Monday, it shall be 18 degrees and a little bit of cloud. On Tuesday, it shall be a high of 17 degrees with a chance a little bit of rain. And on Wednesday, it will be 17 degrees once again for the high and partly cloudy. Now, we here at iNet hope you've enjoyed our new graphics and the program that we have chosen to show them to you. For iNet, I am Kyle. See you later.